Hi there, welcome to Meet the Leaders. I'm David Smith in for Jeff Zeiner, who's on assignment today, and we are pleased to have with us Senator Clark Chapin of the 30th District. Senator, it's the beginning of the end, if you will. The last few days, it all comes into a big crunch at this point. And this year seems to crunch more than ever.
That's true. It doesn't seem like we've been excessively busy over the last couple of weeks. We've been here doing work, but I think you're absolutely right. The next 2.5 days could prove to be eventful and late hours.
You know, a lot of people watching at home are probably saying to themselves, why does it invariably come down to that push coming to shove situation of really sometimes it's 3 days, but usually it's 2 days worth of really running things through. So much so that, you know, they're going through so fast, must be blinding to you to see them go through that fast.
Some days it's definitely an opportunity to slow things down, to give people an opportunity to read what's before them. I think there's always a lot of bills introduced and a lot of bills that get out of committee, and we don't have time to do them all. So a lot of the work does end up backing up to the end while people negotiate some agreement on them. Personally, I usually tell people there's more bad ideas in this building than good ones, so the sooner we adjourn, the better.
Yes, if you're adjourned, they can do no harm, some people would say. One of the areas that I know has been of interest to your constituents and to you is this fracking waste proposal that has been made. There is no fracking in the state of Connecticut. However, New York is certainly thinking harder about it than Connecticut is. And you get a little further west, and then all of a sudden they're talking a lot of fracking. And what to do with that waste material, water, whatever is being used to frack. Some people are suggesting coming here. How's that been going? You've been doing some debating on that and so forth.
We have. 2 bills came out of the Environment Committee, one to prohibit fracking waste and byproducts from even coming into Connecticut, another to find a more measured approach to regulate fracking waste. Clearly my constituency that contacted me was in favor of the prohibition. I don't think that the outright prohibition is going anywhere. I expect the final product to look something like a 3-year moratorium and then an additional year while the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection develops regs. Number one, to really figure out what's in the stuff, and number two, the best way to regulate it.
That's something that, you know, fracking has actually been around for a long, long time, but this rash of fracking, it's the size of the problem that I think now is making it something that you and your constituents are concerned with.
Absolutely, and I happen to represent a district that adjoins New York State, so I'm sure that it's probably of greater concern for those in my district than some of the other Senate districts.
Yeah, sure. So you think it's going to be, there'll be a moratorium effectively, and talking maybe 3 years, something like that before it's...
I do. The bill we're presently debating has a 3-year moratorium on fracking waste until July 1 of 2017, and then the agency has to develop regulations within a year after that date.
Education has been the mark of the last couple of years of this session, and early childhood education being focused on in particular now.
Early childhood education has been a very big focus and important to a lot of people, not only in this building but in the district as well. I know when the governor by executive order created the Office of Early Childhood, it received favorable reviews in my district. Right now there are child care centers that get partial funding from both the Department of Social Services as well as the Department of Education. It didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, so we did pass a bill that actually codifies what the governor did in creating this one agency that'll be more of a one-stop shopping for those that care for our pre-K children.
Sounds sensible. Sounds sensible. Senator Clark Chapin, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you taking some time out, because I know your time is going to be much in use, especially in the next few days.
Thank you very much, David. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Hey, that's it for right now, but there's more coming up on Meet the Leaders in this last couple of days of the session in just a moment.